Good evening, my name's Karen and this is the first time I'm uploading a video to YouTube. I'm mainly going to be talking about the hobbies that I'm doing. I crochet, which I've been doing since I was 13 years old, and I also do cross stitch as well. But I just want to talk to you about a project that I'm doing at the moment. Let me see. In crochet. It's a project that I'm doing for, well, it's a blanket that I'm doing for a friend of mine. And I'll just pull properly so I don't lose my place. It's only small now, but this will eventually become a blanket because I just want to make it big enough so that can be a lapgan. Okay, that's the colours that I've chosen, or rather, she told me that she liked. So yes, started that a few weeks ago, and funny enough, I actually work with her, so hopefully she'll like that. And I'm actually running quite behind on it at the moment, and I've lost my crochet hook, but that's okay. It will turn up somewhere. That particular style pattern is called the kaleidoscope, or the square granny diamond, and actually for this particular pattern by Krafty Crystal of YouTube initially. But I did find it actually quite complicated and complex to actually follow, so I just took it in stages, but I actually managed to figure it out to the point where I didn't need to follow her YouTube tutorials anymore. But I have seen other similar YouTube tutorials for that particular blanket, and they've gone about it a slightly different way, but the instructions were a little bit clearer. I don't know. It's all good. I enjoy making it, and I actually do most of my crafting when I finish work or just before I go to work. I must explain, I'm a nurse, so after a stressful day at work, both these hobbies actually, calm me down after a pretty stressful day at work. So props up to that. So, and in regards to crochet, my godmother actually taught me when I was 13 years old, and I did actually put it down for a while, but I actually really got back into it about 4 or 5 years ago, and my stash is pretty big. I've got about 3 big boxes. No, I've got more than 3 big boxes. It's got 9 big boxes of wool. So whatever project that I want to do, just take the colours that I want, boom, off I go. Now, cross stitching, I recently got into that this year. I mentioned in passing to my mum that I wanted to learn how to cross stitch, and she actually gave me a cross stitch kit for my birthday this year, and that's working out really well for me at the moment. At the moment, I'm not really brave enough to actually not do it on stamped kits at the moment, so it's just little baby steps at the moment. But once I get confident enough to do that, then the world is my oyster, as it were. Now, speaking of stamped cross stitch kits, I recently went onto Amazon last week and ordered this really, really cute cross stitch kit. And I've actually got it right here. Okay. It is for these wolves. Okay. Stitch content wolves. I think there are about 7 on there. See, 3D cross stitch. And unlike other cross stitch kits that I've bought in the past, this particular cross stitch kit actually comes with a little pouch, which I've got here to show you. Oops. There you go. Okay, it comes with a little clear case, and it actually comes with most, if not all, of the cross stitch kits that I've ordered have come from China. So, and I've been actually quite happy with them. Right, this one. Okay, I'll show you. comes with. I must actually take this out now because I've had it in the cellophane for quite a number of weeks. Oops. There you go. Curved scissors. And to one side. And it looks pretty lethal, pretty sharp, but as long as it does the job that I wanted to do, I'm happy. There. I've got, if you can see that, so I've got needle threader, because not only do I have to thread a small like needle, I have to due to the count of material, I've got to use 3 strands. So this is actually ideal for what I want to do. And I've got 3 needles in here. 3 needles. You can see 2. There it is. But as it's the same, it's more or less the same. That's the needle. Excuse your hands. I'm a nurse, and I tend to use my hands quite a lot as a notepad. So, but that's the size needle that I have to put in 3 strands of thread. You know, just to make the pattern more. I don't know what's the word. Zhunge. I don't even know if that's a word, but I tend to make up my own words as I go along. So I'm just going to put those away. Yeah, I'm actually quite happy with that. And like I said, this is the only kit that I've purchased that has actually provided all the necessary bits that you need, whereas other cross-stitch kits that I've purchased only provide you with 2 needles, which is fine. More needles the better, I say. Let's put that back in there. So, woohoo! So I'm actually quite happy with that. I'll actually show you the pattern. Well, show you the thread. By all accounts, this is, what is this? I think it's a 14 count or an 11 count. I can't quite remember. Anyway, never mind. All I know is that I'm going to enjoy it. But I'm not, and I really can't wait to get started on this. So this is the pattern, and it's got, there's the main wolf. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wolves. And according to the packaging, it'll be like a 3D effect, and be like a picture of like a picture, you know, like when you hang on onto the wall. But there, yep, that's that. Put that away. This, like all cross stitch kits, all the floss, all skeins of thread actually come. Get this untangled. Come like this. Oops. But I don't like that, because every time you put them away, it comes up really tangled, and every time you want to get the colour thread that you want, it gets all tangled up. So what I've done, which is really rather ingenious, I'll just fold this away, which I picked up on a tip from another YouTube cross stitch place, is that you put them onto bobbins. Now what I'm going to show you now is threads from another project that I'm in the process of doing at the moment, which I'll show you momentarily. But this is my little project box for one of the projects that I'm doing. But what I'm going to do is get rid of this and actually put the name of the project that I'm actually doing, so I don't get confused. And these boxes are really handy. Hobbycraft, which is my local, which is one of my favourite local shops to where I live. I'll show you a brightly coloured one. Here we go. And what I've done, which I think is a really good tip, I'll just show you. Right, as you can see, I've got the number 6 on the front, which refers to the number on the pattern, the number of the pattern which corresponds to the thread that comes into the holders, and on the back here, that number, which is appropriately 666, that is the code, the colour code of the colour of the thread, and it makes it easier for me if I've run out of this particular colour to go to the shop, either Hobbycraft or there's another shop that I shop at called Rocker Chic. They're fabulous. It's a little shop in Croydon which is my go-to forever shop. Fantastic service. So if I need any more skeins of cotton, that's where I go, either Hobbycraft or Rocker Chic. Yeah, so this 666 refers to the colour thread of DMC. The thread is by DMC. All the products that I've got are DMC inspired, so it makes it easier for me to actually just go to my shop, get the colour thread that I want. Okay, and what I've also done is with other threads, so it's not really tidy at the moment, but I've put them all the colours for this for another project that I'm doing. I've wound onto bobbins, which is these cardboard things, and I've put them onto key rings, as you can see. So it's a bit full, but I put them onto key rings, keyring holders, and it's all in numerical order so that I don't actually lose where I am. So this is my little project box for the project that I'm doing at this particular moment in time. Okay, but the writing on here is just what floss I had in here previously, but I'm going to change it to the project that I'm doing at the moment, so I don't get confused which threads belong to which project, if that makes sense. I hope it does. Right, this is the project that I'm doing at the moment. It's a bit bigger, but I'm enjoying it so far. It's, oh gosh, how can I describe it? It's like an Arabian castle type effort, and I've started going, and what I try and do is I try and start in the left hand corner or the right hand corner. No, it's right hand corner, and then just go across. Okay, because there's no point in you hopscotching around. But what I do when I'm doing or what I've learned to do is to start in one corner, and then just try and complete blocks of colour before moving on to the next. So this is how far I've got so far, because I want to complete all of the sky before moving onto the buildings, just to give it a little bit of structure. And what I've got here, what I've got this hooked onto, is a Q-clip frame, which for a project this size, because I tend to use embroidery hoops, which is good, but it's not quite so good for a project of this size. For a project this size, you probably need a key frame, but even this frame that I got, which I ordered, let me see, when did I order this? At the beginning of the week, I ordered this, and I got it not that long ago. No, I ordered it at the beginning of last week, and got it through at the end of last week. So I'm actually quite happy with that. And it actually, if I just turn these, it actually keeps the tension quite well. So this is one pattern that I'm enjoying. So I can go over here, and this is the pattern. for it. Although it's you know, as you can see, it was all stamped. You still get pattern for it, which I tend to follow as well, because if there are two squares that are very similar in colour, I tend to find where I am on the pattern in relation to here, see where I am, see where I am at that particular moment in time, and then I just go to the guide at the bottom, because it's got all these symbols on here that's got the number on the card, the symbols, which is the ones in the middle, okay, which is the symbols on the actual pattern, and at the bottom here, as I explained, that's the colour code for the different colours of skeins of cotton that I've got, if that makes sense. So that's that. And this is another project. My mum, she's rather despairing of me because I start so many projects and then never actually finish them, but I'm going to prove her wrong. This is one that I received last, I think a couple of weeks ago, and it's of a little, I think it's of a little tiger cub, I believe, but anyway, that's a bit naughty. It's in a hoop, like I explained here. It's an embroidery hoop. Wait, this is a smaller project, so that it's actually quite neat. So that's my phone going off. It's actually quite neat, because of the size of project that this is. It can actually easily go into a hoop, and I've actually just started here, and just make sure that I've just stuck to a small area. So that's that. As you can see, this is a little tiger cub here, which I haven't actually. I really want to finish off this big project before I really go give this one my full attention. But this is the one that I intend to finish off next once I finish this, my big one here. So that's that, and this is the pattern for it. Again, it's DMC, as you can see, and where is it? This little dude is what I hope to accomplish when I finish, I hope, which will probably take me for forever and a day with the amount of stuff I've got going on at the moment. But like all my other cross-stitch patterns, or cross-stitch kits that I've got, that's the pattern which I always refer to if I think if I think there are two colours on the actual fabric look really similar. I just refer to this, see what the symbol is, go to it and think, that's it. So again, that's the number corresponding to each of these symbols, and those are the colour codes for each thread. Now I haven't gotten around to winding, where is it? These onto bobbins yet, but I will, because it just drives me bonkers seeing all of this nonsense. It really does. But once I get the time, that's what I'll do. Because I see it gets really tangled up, and it really does get on my nerves. Anyway, but enough of all that. So that's that. And I do have a Facebook page. That's mainly to do with cross stitching. I do occasionally put some of my crochet stuff onto Facebook as well. But Karen Cross Stitch, that's my Facebook. That's not my personal Facebook page. It's purely my cross stitch Facebook page. It's called Karen Cross Stitch. If you want to follow me in there, that's wicked. I hope I haven't bored anybody too much. If you want to leave comments down below, that'd be great, and I shall be seeing you. Bye.